Aries single friends, thank you for joining me. This is your singles read for the end of May. This is your very, very special on the beach edition here, the Yucatan beach of Mexico. And here we're looking a little bit of different singles read, I think. I'm going to ask Spirit to show us your soulmate, kind of reveal them to us, and so we try to get an idea what they're like. I say it's for super singles and totally singles because we're opening up here for the new energy that's right for you, not some karmic stuff or the next ex-wife, next ex-problem. So there's a lot of faith in this reading too, and I believe in it. So if you're single and you're open, this is like, your soulmate's been circling the airport forever because he can't land and running out of fuel. And now you finally said, okay, I'm ready, and cleared a landing space for them. And they come down and we pick them up, go out on a date. Now we're going to meet them. This is them, Three of Pentacles. It's their emotional nature. Six of Pentacles. That's their emotional nature. Look at this kind of as the conscious, unconscious, but here this is emotions anyway. This would be the deep unconscious. Call it the four pillars. The second pillar, this is their intellectual nature. Death card. Don't read too much into it. It's a little different reading. See the Seven of Swords, doesn't mean they're cheating. So Five of Swords. This is in the intellectual position, the conscious and the more unconscious here. This is also moon energy and astrology, and this would be sun and Mercury energy I look for here. Here we're going to show their sexual and love nature here, Mars and Venus energy. And here we're going to look at their core values and their lifestyle energy. Well, let me just take a minute to look here. Um, with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, wow. I mean, you have a very stable person here. They had a very good childhood, no problems like that. That's always good. So they won't be telling you stories about a terrible childhood. Um, they're emotionally very balanced. And I think self-contained has got to be an Earth Moon. Can't Mars. Trying to think of anything's coming to me on the moon. Um, Virgo mostly, because three is Mercury and six is Virgo in the sixth house. So, and Pentacles. So very most likely a Virgo Moon person. So too, and it makes a lot of sense too with the Six of Pentacles. A lot of things with the Virgo Moon is, when you tell them something like just anything, and they're like, "Well, what do you want me to do? What do I have to do?" Or they'll immediately feel like they gotta fix it. So it's like always everything has to be fixed. With the Virgo Moons. And it's kind of a traumatic position, I think, with just a Virgo Moon in itself. Someone that can be triggery and stuff. So, but here, with all these pentacles, you see someone that would have done a lot of work over time to keep their emotions in check, so they don't overreact to anything. That's why they're kind of balanced. This some I don't get age here right now, but they're adult. So over their life, they've because they have this Earth Moon, and it may be like a Virgo Moon. It might be just in a solid Earth house too, kind of helping it along. Maybe it's like in the 10th house or something, or not really the sixth house to kind of make it worse. Could be like a second house, something really solid and grounded for them. So I think like you'd have a person that's just calm and probably with this energy, they might draw people to them because they're so solid. Um, um, this would be someone that doesn't really change a lot. Like, well, if they love you, okay, they're going to love you tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that kind of energy. If they feel a certain, they're not going to go up and down their feelings. You're not going to be different when the moon transits Cancer for 2.5 days. They're the way they are is the way they are, and they're very consistent. And I think that's a thing about them too. It's consistent. Um, with Death and the Five of Swords and the intellect, though, They're kind of dark. Remember, this is your person. It's not meant to be that kind of read where I'm gonna like call them out or see that toxicity. It's not that kind of level. Definitely got Scorpio here. So I'm thinking about a Scorpio Mercury, and they could be a Scorpio. Moon wouldn't matter. Usually, I don't always get sun signs, but I get that with them because it'd be a strong part of their personality. So, in terms of the emotions, I'm having trouble finding any. I'm trying to think of a story or something about them, but it's just a general feeling of them being so solid, you know. Not seeing anything really standing out because, and also, yeah, that's just part of it too. They're just sort of like just normal white bread. They if they would be a great criminal because no one could probably describe them. Maybe they kind of look like everyone. They sort of like blend in and don't stand out. So then the way they look will definitely man or woman, well coiffed, not bringing. They're gonna have pink hair or a lot of piercings or tats tatted up. Mm-mm. So I don't want to do the sexual yet, but so with the Scorpio energy and the Five of Swords, um, it's very very intelligent. As Scorpio Mercury's often are, it depends, but um, they damn well can be. And then when you bring the swords into it in this unconscious position, they're someone that's not afraid to assert themselves. And I think they assert when they assert themselves is from such a powerful position because you're with this person who's unassuming is what I'm looking for, disarming, just average seeming and balanced and you know but the way they would do it is in this scorpionic way, like meaning they really would understand people. So this is someone that can read someone like a book. Like they could sit down with probably anybody and just talk to them and just almost just by looking at them really understand them to the point. Like a bartender once told me, and I said, "What do you mean you can understand?" He was like, I know people really well." And I said, "Okay, with this bullshit, what do you actually mean?" And he said, "Well, if I can predict, David, what you will do in any given circumstance with 90% rate of being correct, doesn't that mean I understand you?" And that dude was a Scorpio. And later I realized he wasn't probably kidding around. He could just read the shit out of people, and so if they do attack, it's going to come from this level that people just don't even see coming, because they're going to, hit them from the shadows. As someone that's very involved, they would be open probably to tarot, into the esoteric. They're probably this reason they're stable. Maybe they did shadow work, it maybe is natural for them to do shadow work. They may have, Pluto and Scorpio is all about this transformation and stuff. So maybe they're more open to that. And by more open, like they just go through it, things happen. But they're the kind of person, like, you don't want to mess with this person. I don't mean you. It's like they're not going to attack you, but this is someone that, if they need to, they can damn well defend themselves, particularly verbally, Um, and I don't really, it's almost like I don't really think you're going to see so much the side of themselves. What you will see is when you look in their eyes, when they look in your eyes, you're going to have a feeling like, oh my God, they're looking right through me. They're doing the George Bush soul stare. You remember? He said, I looked in his soul, in his eyes, and I can see my man's soul. But I think you're going to know. You're not going to just feel it. You're going to know when they look in your eyes. You're going to know that they see everything. Good thing about this, let's look at the sexual thing. I hope there's a Venus in Scorpio. The good thing about this is when this person likes you, when this person appreciates your mind or your person or loves you, um, they're not in any kind of illusions or delusions. They understand that you fart and it stinks. They get it that you're human and whatever your stuff is, they're there. They know. So good thing is they're not going to wake up a year from now or 10 years from now and go, holy shit! I just realized that my person is and I didn't know it. No, they are. They're gonna know. They're gonna go in wide open. This is your person, so they're already yours. So, but everything they do, they go in eyes wide open. They don't get surprised. I don't think. If you surprise this person, good on you. Good on you. And this person, I'm gonna tell you right now, I could. We'll see how it goes. There could be some military stuff going on. They could be a military person, ex-military person, police officer, working security, um, and not someone you want to mess with. Then very honest and straightforward too. So 4 Pentacles in the sexual position now. Okay, and love, 3 of Cups. Hmm. Okay, core values and lifestyle. We got the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. Move this out a little where you can see it maybe. Here. So now we focus on this. The 4 Pentacles, the 3 of Cups in the sexual. And we're talking about maybe a Scorpio figure here. Libra Venus, um, and Virgo Mars. Virgo Venus, Libra Mars. Virgo Venus, Libra Mars. Yeah, Virgo Venus, Libra Mars feels the best. Yeah, because this is the way they're going to love you in this Virgo way, which makes sense with the 4 Pentacles. So, with the look at the coins and their emotions, it always carries to the sex. So, they're not someone that has sex quick, I don't think, with anyone. So, this is a person that probably don't do one night stands. They withhold their love energy. This is the Venus energy of Virgo, and they're they don't want they don't want to feel like you're taking anything away from them. This is energetically. It's not going to be a problem with you because this is going to be okay. But you'll this is a story they'll tell you from the past, some way um, um, that they felt maybe people took energy from them. In terms of they might say something like I did everything and I gave them and da da da, and they kind of just drained me somehow. And with the Libra um, Mars now, um, that energy of wanting everything to be equal. Um, Sexually, Libra Mars, boy, it really comes down to the house. Um, but the advice there is, they typically like romance, and they definitely don't like. This could be a little, so much in the sex it can conflict. Like, I think when they're in a bedroom, they're in a different headspace because, boy, this 3 of Cups is so different from this Scorpio energy here. Libra is so different from Scorpio. Um, because it's like when it comes to like sex, like they don't want to do the dark stuff. They want it to be kind of light and kind of fun and pleasant and romantic. And I don't see them as being real passionate. If you're looking for this passionate person who's going to throw you on the bed and tear your clothes off and fuck you in a whirl, uh, I don't see that happening. Um, there's someone that's going to be a little slow to warm up, need a little time to warm up, and then when they make love, they need that romantic feeling and connection, which I think that's going to be a problem with you. It's not going to be a problem with you, and they will ultimately take care of you. You know, they'll want to. They have a lot of uh, this grounded energy. They'll be able to share it. Now, in terms of their career and their values and core values and stuff, um, I'd say they'd probably had a very hard time with the 8 of Swords and 2 of Swords. I mean, this is a little different reading, but it's not that different. I mean, I don't get anything here with astrology, but um, They may not have a lot of money. Oftentimes I see people, they look pretty substantial, but I think they've struggled a lot with career. They probably had a lot, tell you a story, they've had a lot of different careers. They might be a bit of a chameleon, can do many different things. Um, and I think they're being forced to, there's a lot of mental energy with them. You don't see, except for the Three of Cups and the Sex, where they kind of let go. I think they're really kind of tight, and this is what this Eight of Swords is. And it's more. I'm not saying being in the military is bad or whatever. I'm not making that kind of judgment, but there could be like all kind of PTSD. This Eight of Swords, Two of Swords going on. Stuff with the Two of Swords. It could be in denial about it, and I mean, pretty much anyone, any human being, unless you're truly a sociopath, if you work in any of these fields where you're constantly seeing death and uh, all of this horrors of humanity in your face day after day after day, I mean, you're going to have PTSD. Welcome to humanity. I got a feeling that's the way your person is. I mean, they're a warrior. They're a trooper. They might have been this person that served in the military, and when they got out, and they went into some kind of law enforcement. Um, they, I think they may have been hurt. And now I don't think they're like. I think they may have been hurt, shrapnel, gun wounds, or something too. So I'm thinking they're going to tell you about that, or like they might show you the scar. Okay. Well, I think that goes pretty specifically, Aries, into your person. So give me a like. Let me know if you like it. And I appreciate everyone joining. That means a lot. It's helped a lot.